Kerr 9000's game room.
Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle. It came out originally in 2018 for the iOS, but it's since been released on Android, Steam, and now the Nintendo Switch, which is actually the version I'm talking about. Developed by a company called Blue Wizard Digital, and it's the fourth official video game to be based on the Friday the 13th franchise. In the game you control Jason Voorhees, the old hockey mask killer himself, and you slide him around an isometric puzzle grid, attacking victims directly or indirectly. It's very violent, full of blood, but has a kind of cartoony, childish style to it. Typically, I get quite frustrated with puzzle games. They're not my cup of tea a lot of the time. But the Friday the 13th franchise and the way it's used in this game really helps. If you're a fan of the films and you've watched a lot of them, then you'll find a lot of Easter eggs here. You can unlock a lot of different costumes for Jason, and there's a lot of different weapons to unlock. There's also a lot of variety in the people you kill. Not only that, but the game never seems to be lazy. For example, when there's one person left and you've got to finish him, it'll say, last boy, last girl, last convict. So they don't overly use the same sample again and again. I'm also a massive fan of how in the corner of the screen they have Jason Voorhees' mother, Pamela Voorhees, talking to him, either giving him hints or just encouragement. And obviously, as she's a severed head, you can see all the sort of innards of her neck hanging out, and you can actually watch blood drip down the screen. The game's just full of nice little touches like this. And yes, it's bloody, but it hangs to the comical side. You see a lot of guts, but it's also with laughs. If you've got a bit of a morbid sense of humour and you find the whole horror thing quite funny, then you'll like this. The puzzling starts off nice and simple, allowing anyone to pick up and play, and it lets you get away with just sort of thumbing your way through it quickly for just long enough that you don't feel like an idiot. It slowly ramps up the difficulty curve, and by the time it's truly tricky, you've learned enough that you have the skills to take the levels on. Now, I'm going to score this game a 7 out of 10, but I do this while acknowledging I have a massive love for the franchise and not a very deep love for puzzle games. If you like puzzle games more, you'll get more out of this, and if you really like puzzle games and you really like the franchise, then obviously you're the key customer for this. You'll get the most out of it. Anyway, this is Kerr 9000 signing off. Keep on gaming.